Listen, it's no secret that the Air Jordan 3 White Cement Reimagined is one of the most highly anticipated releases of 2023. It's basically a must-cop sneaker for a lot of us. Now, a few days ago, we recently just saw a shock drop on the Nike Sneakers app, and they released 50,000 men's sizes. But a lot of L's followed, and it seems like ever since the Lost and Found release back in November, the Nike Sneakers app has kind of been broken, and people aren't able to enter draws and stuff like that. So whether it's a missing purchase button, or whether you can't sign into the account, or whether your payment method just isn't working for releases, there's some issues there and has people kind of on edge about the actual release date on March 11th. But in today's video, I'm going to talk about these things, I'm going to give you guys some tips, and I'm going to talk about why you should not go pay resale just yet. Now, if you're one of those people like myself that caught an L on the shock drop, you know what I mean, stay positive because we still have the actual release date, which is going to be March 11th. And there's some things that you're going to want to do to prepare ahead of time just to give yourself every advantage to be able to cop this sneaker for retail, because that's always the goal. You're going to want to do every raffle, like no matter where it's at, whether it's on the Flex app, whether it's, you know, at little boutiques, or whether it's even in Europe or something like that. You're going to want to go ahead and do those raffles. And, you know, when this sneaker does actually release, it's going to be a tough cop, right? Like, a lot of people kind of feel like, you know, in the past that this was going to be more easier because it wasn't like a very hyped colorway like the Chicago. But these white cements are a must cop for a lot of people. People that got the Lost and Founds want these. People that missed out on the Lost and Founds want these even more. So definitely take every advantage at every raffle just in case, because you might end up getting lucky and catching a W. Now, when it comes to the expected stock numbers for this release, the rumors are kind of everywhere. Some people are saying it could be 300,000. Some people are saying it could be upwards of 800,000. But the one thing that I know for sure is that it's going to be a tough cop, because the demand for this is going to be way higher than the actual stock that there is, right? It's definitely going to outweigh it. And people are going to be coming out of the woodwork for this release. People that haven't copped this sneaker in years are going to be coming out to cop this one. People are going to have multiple devices, multiple accounts, definitely, you know, different family members and friends, their wives, their baby mama, their side chick. Everyone's going after this with the hope of at least copping one, but definitely at least two or three, because this sneaker is double up worthy for a multitude of reasons, you know, whether it's just for the personal collection or whether they want to try to flip it and make a profit. Now, one of the things that I kind of find interesting is why Nike went ahead and did a shock drop for the Cement 3s, because they didn't do one for the Lost and Founds, and they didn't do exclusive access or anything like that. They basically just dropped, you know, 350,000, 400,000 pairs of sneakers on the app all at once. But as you all know, that went horribly wrong. You know, the app basically broke. People were waiting hours for their W's or their L's, and it basically was just like, I don't know, mayhem. So maybe this is like Nike's way of sort of maybe limiting some of the traffic that's going to be coming in on the Nike Sneakers app the day of the release on March 11th. But it's still going to be very, very tough, right? And, you know, if you look at the resale prices, right before the shock drop, like the day before, these were basically going, I'd say like on average, like around $600. And now like they're around like that $400 to $500 range. So it's a little bit more affordable, but people haven't gotten those shock drop pairs in the mail yet. So these could even go down a little bit further as far as like resale prices go once that happens, because even though people are definitely going to be keeping them for their collections, or you know for the toe and stuff like that, there's definitely going to be a lot of people that put them on these apps like GOAT, StockX, and eBay, and they're going to be sort of maybe undercutting a little bit so that they can, you know, capitalize on the hype of this shoe and maybe make a couple of dollars. Now, I'm in the same boat as a lot of you guys. Like, I took an L on the shock drop, and for me, this is a must-have, must-cop sneaker. In fact, I need at least two pairs, right? It's double up worthy in my personal opinion, at least for my collection. Hopefully, I'm able to catch like a W somewhere and I, you know, get one pair for retail, but I'm willing to pay resale for the other pair. And with the market sort of coming down, I'm going to be watching the market like a hawk over the next 2 weeks just to see what happens with it. And if I was you guys, I wouldn't go out and pay resale just yet. Like, I would sort of hold off and see what happens. Unless you just have money to burn, you really don't care. Maybe you're just trying to save yourself a headache on the actual release day. I would wait. My strategy is going to be just looking at it every single day and just seeing where it goes, and maybe 3 or 4 days before the actual release date, if the price is looking right, that's when I'm going to swoop in and try to pick up a pair for resale. And the reason why I'm not going to be doing that the day of the release or even the day before is because I've tried to do that before, and what happens, especially with like hype sneakers, is that the seller sometimes doesn't send the shoe out, right? Because it goes up $20 or $30 from the price that, you know, you agreed to pay, and they don't send it out hoping to, you know, capitalize on that extra 20 or 30 bucks. And then by the time you realize that they're not sending the shoe out, the price increased and stuff like that. So my best advice to you guys is to hold off to at least 3 to 4 days before the actual release. If you're comfortable paying that price, go ahead and pull the trigger at that point, because I believe they only have 3 days or maybe 4 days to send the sneaker out. So by the time the actual release date rolls around, they should be at the post office sending that sneaker out. But that's just what I'm going to be doing, because I need 2 pairs. But we could all catch W's on this. A lot of us are going to catch L's. But it's just a matter of the stock numbers and what you're willing to go out and pay. But let me know down in the comment section if you were able to catch a W on the shock drop, and is this going to be a must cop sneaker for you in 2023? Are you definitely going after the Air Jordan 3 White Cement Reimagined no matter what, retail or resale? Are you picking a sneaker up? Let me know down in the comment section below. Other than that, I'd like to thank you all for your time. Thank you guys for stopping over here to check out another one of my videos. I love and appreciate every single one of you guys. I'm out. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. For more sneaker content, make sure you hit that subscribe button and you hit that notification bell so you never miss a video.